Hey guys, Lindsay here, and I'm super excited to be doing a little unboxing and first glance review of the Desire Map Planners by Danielle Laporte. So I've been following Danielle for quite a few years now, probably about 3 or 4 years, and I have been absolutely obsessed with her work. She has this beautiful way with words and helping individuals reconnect to their core desires and allowing them and empowering them to design a life that uses those core desired feelings to create a roadmap and dictate whether or not we're in alignment with what it is we want to create, what it is we want to do, so that we can show up bigger and show up brighter, which if you guys have followed me for a while, you know that that is a big part of my message as well. Empowering women to show up brightly and boldly in all that they do. So I am insanely excited to have my hands on these gorgeous, gorgeous planners. I have two of them. So I've got the weekly planner on hand, which I'll go through in just a moment. And then I've got the daily planner, which I am already have decided that I'm keeping for myself. Because I'm obsessed with it and I'm loving it, and I cannot wait for 2018 so that I can dive in and start using it. So I'm so excited to go through these with you guys and share some of the things that are jumping out to me that have me so excited to use it. So let's dive in. Woohoo! So weekly planner is the first one that's on deck. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for this exact planner that I have in my hands over on Instagram. So stay tuned, and I'll leave my link below so you can give a follow so you don't miss out on the giveaway. But I'm really excited to be giving this away to somebody because again, it's just the best way to stay committed to your goals. I do a lot of talking about the power of visualization and putting your goals on paper. And in the past 2 years, I've gotten really into using a physical planner. For a really long time, I was just using my phone, which is great, and I still use it to make sure that I'm on time for events, for classes, for appointments, and all of that stuff that I have going in my life as a mom and an entrepreneur. But using something that allows me to put my goals and my dreams on paper has really elevated the way that I show up and the way that I'm committing to myself and my dreams. And so that's why I love, love, love working with physical planners, as well as using the calendar app on my phone. So let's get into this. It's really beautiful, as you can see. I love that she tied the Desire Map colors and scheme into this planner. So for anybody that knows Danielle's work and has used the Desire Map before, there's going to be some things in here that feel very similar to that work, which is one of the reasons that I love this. So before you even get started, she gives you the opportunity to get really clear on what it is that you want to feel for 2018. So right at the beginning, you're tucking in to your intentions, to your goals, to what it is you want to feel for the year so you can bring that to the forefront of your life. And make sure that you're bringing those aspects into every single day and every single week and every single month so that you're living out what it is that you want for the year, which I think is fantastic. So she's got your year overview, which is essential and great. I know when I am using my calendar planner, I'm always going back and looking at the full year review so I can plan things well in advance. This is really helpful for my yoga teacher babes that have lots of workshops that they're planning and lots of retreat work and things like that. To be able to look at things in a full year is super helpful. So I love that she's included that. It's also got a 2019 year review as well, which I think is awesome for planning ahead, which is really important, especially if you're an entrepreneur like myself. And then one thing that I love is the breakdown of the month. There's little things that she's added in here that I love, like all of these amazing core desired feelings that can help inspire you. And then there's also your important holidays on here. And then the thing that I love the most is it tells you the moon phases as well. So when the new moon is, when the full moon is, and all of that stuff, which I think is super important, especially for us energetically sensitive people. So like myself, it's really helpful to know what's going on in the cosmos because it always affects me. And so having that in my planner can be really great for planning around things and planning when I want to work on specific projects that might require a lot more energy than other things. So what's really awesome is the way that things are laid out. So this is a view of the week. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but this is your week view. And so I love that in the little to-do category, it has these kind of empowering reminders to do something for yourself. And so every single day has something different written. So for example, the first one says to do, and then it says imagine beside it. And then the next day, prioritize pleasure, which is so important. Do what lights you up. So these like continuous daily reminders to be doing things that aren't just the nitty gritty, clean the house, do the dishes, that kind of stuff, but the things that really matter, reminding us to bring that to the forefront and really make some big magic happen. And then I love that she's created lots of space for anything and everything. So it says right beside it, ideas, desire, wisdom, anything is possible. And I think that's one of the things that's often lacking in a lot of planners is there's not enough space to kind of go outside the margins, to brainstorm if that's what you're needing, to write down these ideas as they come to you, rather than just putting them in your phone and forgetting about them. Again, having something physical is so helpful for manifesting things and staying committed to stuff. So I love that there's some blank space for us to work with every single week. And yeah, I love the way that it's laid out, all of the extra little details that are in it, and the soul prompts, things that are going to help you stay connected to your soul, what it is you want to do. And so, yeah, that's the weekly one. That's all I'm going to get into for this, but it's great for those of us that like to have a snapshot of our week, to look at the week, to not get too crazy in detail, because again, there is a little bit of a limited space in the weekly planner. But for those of us that are very clear and concise with what it is we want to do, but need that kind of extra reminder to get into things that are very connected to our soul, to our core desired feelings, and really manifest and create a year that feels really authentic and really good and fires us up. This is such a great planner for that. So yeah, really great. Super excited to give this away. So be sure that you're following along on Instagram so you have a chance to win this exact planner here, which is so exciting. So on to the next one. Here we are. Here is the daily planner. This one I'm absolutely obsessed with. This is the one that I'm keeping for myself because it has all of the goodness that we talked about and touched on in the weekly planner, but it has more space, more prompts for me to get even deeper and maybe unmuddy a few things, because I tend to have a lot in the brain, a lot in the go, and so many things that I want to bring to fruition, that having the extra space to dive into things can be really, really helpful for me. So the main difference between this one is you're going to get a lot more pages because every single page is a new day. So what are the benefits with this? What I'm loving about this is right at the beginning of every page, you have a soul prompt. And each soul prompt is different. And it's something that can help you get maybe outside of yourself a little bit, and out of that monkey mind and into your heart a little bit more as you're planning your week, as you're planning your day. There's more room to have your schedule completely laid out, which I really, really love, which is why I'm more drawn to the daily planner, so I can see exactly what's unfolding for the day, what it's got to look like, and what I need to do, which I really, really like. So I've got really quite a bit of space in the schedule section there. So the other thing that I love is there's the way that the kind of to-dos are laid out. It's a little bit more hyper-focused on the things that matter versus the things that don't. So what do I mean by that? She has a section that says 3 things. And just for example, on this page, it says, get this done and the rest is bonus. So I love that additional focus where we tend to pile so much on ourselves that we can get distracted, we can get overwhelmed. So we can have the schedule full and our to-do list full of things we need to do, and then use this 3 things to make sure that every single day we're moving forward in some way, shape, or form, even if maybe we don't get to the entire to-do list or we don't get everything checked off our schedule, and know that that's okay. So I love that she's allowed space for that, which I think is so important. So the next thing, not only is there the to-do list, but there's also the stop doing list, which I think is incredible. So this allows such an amazing space for reflection. And then there's also a space for gratitude. Again, more reflection is building that awareness of where we are, and then looking at where we want to go, and then really taking actionable steps to release the things that are no longer serving us. So every single day, you have that opportunity to look at your stop doing list and add something to that list every day, or maybe just write the same thing for a few days until it becomes a new habit that you don't do this thing that maybe was a big vice for you for a long time. So I love that there's space to work with that, because I think there's this sacredness and importance in what we stop, what we let go of, what we release. And a lot of the times we have too much focus on the what we need to add in, what we need to start doing. And too much of that can get very overwhelming. So I love that there's space to honor the what we're releasing, what we're letting go, and what we're stopping, which is fantastic. So I'm absolutely loving this. Again, it's got the month breakdown, like it has in the weekly planner as well. And it's got all of your holidays on there. It's got the moon and where it's going to be and what's happening, which is really, really great. There's so much in here to prompt you and to kind of nudge you in the right way so that you can really unfold and really get so good at staying on track with what you want to create and what you want to do and the kind of year you want to have and the feelings that you want to experience for the year. And so, I mean, for me, like I said, I love having the extra space. I love having everything laid out by days. But for those of you that are into the week snapshot, this would be awesome as well, because they have all the same goodness. It's just laid out in a different way. So it's all about finding what's going to be best for you. Again, I got one of the signature designs for this one because I wanted to really see and feel what it looked like, and I love it. It's beautiful, like all of her work is, but it's so brilliantly designed. And I mean, it's one thing to have a planner. It's a whole other thing to have a planner that allows space for personal development and spiritual development and just radical growth. So it's so much more than just staying on task or continuing to show up, but it's really providing this opportunity for you to blossom and flourish and grow throughout the next year. So I cannot wait to start using this. I am so excited to be giving one away. And I really think it's such a good option for anybody out there who has some serious desire to grow and to change the position that they're currently in, or to just take things to the next level if you're a sole entrepreneur like myself. Such a great option. I am already a big fan and I haven't even started using it. And like I said, I am so excited for the new year so I can get into this and start working with it and give you a little bit more insight as to what it's like working with it as I go day to day. So super excited about it. Definitely recommend it. And so if you're interested in getting your hands on it, I've attached some links below so you can go check it out and hopefully maybe purchase yourself a copy or gift it as a gift to a friend who maybe has started a new business or who has maybe just decided to start reevaluating and reshifting their lives so that they can really move into that space of how they want to feel and showing up bigger and brighter and bolder, which ultimately is what we all want to do in the end. So sending you guys so much love. If you used the planner before, I'd love to hear your thoughts and your comments and your experience on what that was like in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys. And like I said, once I do finally get to tuck into this, I'll do another review of it maybe in the end of January or beginning of February, so I can get that hands-on experience of what it's been like using it for everyone who maybe missed out this round. So these sell out every single year, so if you are interested in getting it, don't delay, don't wait, and just give yourself the gift of getting really on with what it is you want to do and what it is you want to create, and have some accountability. This is going to keep you so accountable to not just those to-dos, but to really what it is you desire to create and what it is you really want to feel. So highly recommend it. Give it a try, and I can't wait to hear your experience.